Here's two options from the front headlock. Try these out. Let me know what you think. We did a previous video or another video on this same choke, same side, arm, same side guillotine from the back, right? That's the choke that got me my UFC contract. I love that, one of my favorite techniques. I actually do it more and enjoy it just as much from front headlock and from turtle. So we're going to look at these options. You'll see guys pull them off in high level fights. You've seen Jack Hermanson has done it. Anthony Hernandez, I think he did it to Rodolfo Vieira, who's excellent. So really good MMA option as well as no-gi, great front headlock option. So as we're here, I'm going to go in my little chin strap here. My shoulder is going to go above the base of his neck and his skull. I don't want to be on his back. So as I'm here, I want to keep weight on his head. My outside hand can rest on that tricep, but when I'm ready to go, I'm going to lock my hands. My hand's going to come off the chin and go palm down in the center of his chest. So with my palm down, I'm going to make my gable grip, and I want to chop my outside of my elbow at the outside of his at the lowest point possible. I'm trying to collect his arm. So as I'm here, I'm going to lock my hands. I'm going to kind of hack at this bottom elbow to get him off this post. When I do, my head's going to drop down and reinforce my grip. I don't want to be here trying to go back and forth, strength for strength. So my head's going to drop down. Now, as I go, there's two ways I can do this. Guys with longer arms have the luxury of coming all the way through and grabbing underneath his armpit at the back of his tricep and keeping that grip so they have a hand to post. I like that. I'm not against that at all. Sometimes for me, depending on the width of my partner's shoulders, I may have to keep my hands locked. So when I go, I need something once I have this grip. I'm looking to slide in this gap that I just made, right? Once his arm's out of the way, here's my hole to sit in and land in. I'm going to baseball slide this way, but it helps if I can get traction first. So I either need to step and get traction with my feet and pull my hips toward my feet, or if I stay on lock with my hands, I need to post with my hand. If I lock with my hands, obviously my foot has to do the pulling. So I'm going to take a step. My inside knee, whatever arm is around his neck, it's that same leg, is going to baseball slide, then my head can lift. Now, I like to hedge my bets here and make sure I keep contact with my bottom leg or my inside leg, right? I don't want it out here just floating. I'm going to either make contact at his knee, his thigh, or his hip. I'm going to punch my grip all the way through. Now, what I like about this choke is there's no intricate details on the back end as we try to finish. My work was done on the front end. If I collected his arm and I looped the head properly and cinched it up, all I need to do to finish is make a fist and I cover it at my pinky knuckle with my other hand. So as I'm here, now my whole goal is to cinch this up, so pull toward my midsection and get a hold of his hips with my legs. Right? And really, my outside leg is helping, but my inside leg pushing away is going to help me a lot. I'm going to extend away to make sure that his stack doesn't have that purchase he's looking for when he drives forward. Because for him, he doesn't have the hands to hand fight. He has one hand. So for him, he's going to have to stack and try to find a way to roll over one way or the other. So if I can disengage his hips by using my frame here with my leg, now all I have to do is lean back like a back extension or a deadlift. Elbows tucked, and I should get my tap. So again, option one, when we're in front headlock here, I'm going to keep my shoulder on the base of his neck. I don't want him on his back where he can, pummel his head in and start to go one side or the other. So I want to keep weight on his head. I'm going to grip the outside of his tricep. If he builds up to his hands, I'll just shuck him forward back to his elbows. My hand comes off the chin and goes in the center of his chest, palm down. Other hand's going to make that connection. I'm going to chop at the lowest point I can to get his elbow off the mat and toward his head. Now my head will drop down so he runs into not just my forearm, but also my head. Now I can either grab at the tricep and post my hand, or I can stay connected, step my foot, and baseball slide. When I slide, my head can lift. I want to make contact with my inside leg. Now, we started out gable grip, but I want to switch it, right? I want to make sure the arm that's around punches through one more time so I can see my fingertips, then I make a fist. Opposite hand covers that fist. My inside leg is going to push his hips away. Outside leg reinforces over the top. And now it just becomes gross motor skill, right? Back extension or a deadlift as I kick him away. And I should get my tap. My other option is going to come, but I'm looking to take his back. So as I'm here, we've done a couple back take videos now. We always look to get this inside leg in first, but eventually what I'm looking for is my outside knee to replace. Right? And we talked about this before. Once my outside knee comes in, now I'm safe to leave from behind his armpits where my safe spot is for my hand position. Now I can come to the outside and start hunting seatbelts. What I can also do is hunt the other side of the head. So as we're here, if he's doing a really good job protecting in here and I can't get it, I'm going to loop the head. So I'm going to go to the far side, the same thing that we do when we have the back and go for this choke. I'm going to make the connection to the inside of my thigh. And for a second, I want to pull my elbow back toward my ribs, right? I want to take his head off center so he feels like he's kind of stuck. I'm not going to loosen it till we sit to the side. So right now, I'm kind of perpendicular to him. When I'm ready to go, I'm going to loosen my elbow. I'm going to sit parallel, but I'm going to face toward his butt and his heels instead of the way he's going. So I'm going to loosen, sit, and punch my hand through. Same thing as the other variation. My bottom leg or my inside leg makes contact with his thigh. I make my fist, grip at the pinky knuckle, and now I can start pushing him away, hook over the top, and extend away. So one more time. As we're here, I'm hunting this back position. Remember, I don't want to reach too early with the seatbelt and let him shear this elbow back and wrestle it. So I have to have my knees in if I'm going to start looking for seatbelts. Now, it's not going to serve me well if my inside knee is in and I go seatbelt, unless I'm a crucifix guy, which is fine. But for this choke, I want to continue to be behind the armpits until my outside knee comes in. Now I can loop over the head, find that connection to my thigh, and I can start to sit this way. I pull my elbow back, take his head off center for a minute. I want him to freeze a little bit. The more space he has, the more he can scramble it. If I pull this back, now he's stuck for a second. While I set my positioning, now I'll loosen it, punch through. When I see my fingertips, that's my cue to make a fist and cover it with my opposite hand. Inside leg has to make contact to drive him away. I don't want him stacking and relieving pressure. Outside leg comes over. And again, now it's just gross motor skills. I'm going to kick away, extend back. There's no intricate gripping because everything was done on the front side. Give it a shot, guys. Let me know what you think.